All right, so now that we have our WMX1 set up with one type of light, we're now going to set it up with two different types of lights. Both of them are uplights. We have the APE light Maxi here, and then we also have these, what are these, the Both R4s?
Both lighting RF4.
Both lighting RF4. So we have two different types of uplights. They're similar, but different, and they both have different DMX channel modes, okay? So this one is an 8-channel mode, and this one's in 4-channel mode. This one has dimmer RGB dimmer RGB W A for amber, UV, and strobe, whereas this light, the APE light Maxi, is in 4-channel mode with just red, green, blue, and white. Okay, so they can't both work off of channel 1 because they're going to run into problems, and we want to control everything about them. They're honestly going to work the same, but we need to control them a little bit differently. So here's how you do all that. Two different lights. We have our WAP transmitter right here, and this is the cable coming from it. So we could loop through all of it, but because we have ports on the back of this guy, and they're all in Universe 1, I'm going to use D and B because they're both 3-pin. Again, I could use the other ports as well and just convert it to 3-pin, and it would do the same. Okay, so now that we're connected there, let's go add these fixtures. So we're going to go over to all of our fixtures, we're going to hit add, and then we're going to find a generic RGBW one right here. So we don't have to do much work at all. So RGBW.
Do we not want to use Ape Labs?
We can go to Ape Labs, that's fine.
I'm just wondering.
You don't have to. Let's see, where is, I don't see Ape Labs, there it is. And we can go down here to the, what are these? The APE light Maxi here. And we just have one light. We're going to click enter, and we're putting it in 4-channel mode. Okay, so 4-channel mode, and we're going to add it to group B, which is right here. Okay, group B. So that's that light, and if I click off of it, it'll go back to what it's doing, and I can click on these ones, and all those will be a color over there. So I'm now going to go hit the home button and get all this to save, and now we should have full control over these lights right here, separately from our others. So if you pan the camera over here, you're going to see that we have the lights over here doing a color effect. So if I go over here to color, those lights should be on. Is this transmitter still on? Yeah, it's receiving signal. This is called troubleshooting at its finest. That is working correctly. All right, so we figured it out. We were having an issue actually that was user error, and this happens all the time. We think one thing, but our thinking was actually wrong, so we're thinking it's technology messing up when it's really us. What we wrongly tried to figure out was that these, what are these, Both RFs, whatever.
Both RF4.
The Both RF4s, we thought they were 8 channels, but they're not. They're actually 9 channels. And that 9th channel is a sound active channel. All it does is activate sound active mode on these guys. But what was happening was when we were programming our APE lights on channel 9, thinking that these were 8 channels, so the next step would be channel 9, we were affecting our original both lights. So what we need to do is simply move these guys to channel 10. So we've already reprogrammed all of these to be on channel 10. So now what we have to do is tell our WMX1, instead of starting on channel 9, to start on channel 10. And that's actually a really easy fix. So what we're going to go in and do, we're going to go to our lights, and we're going to go to our APE light right there, which is on channel 9, and we're simply going to change the address to 10. I'm going to hit enter, and we're done. And you can see now we have both lights working. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go home, and it's saving. And we're going to go to color, and we're going to set our both lights on red, and we're going to set these lights right here to, once I turn the dimmer up, to amber. Okay, so now I can control these separately if I want to. I can have these ones on blue and the other ones on red, or I can just go to the same color here, have them both set to red.
Boom.
So this is how you can get both lights to do the same or different things, whatever you want them to do, or again, you can be on different colors if you want it. Now let's talk about color effects, because most people are going to want these to work the same. I just have 2 different types of lights, but I want them all to do the same color without having to click 2 buttons all the time. So here's how you do that, right? Don't worry about the color right now. we're going to go to color effects. And we are going to activate, again, on home, you can see that they're not activated. We're going to activate the same color effect on both lights, right? So right now they're just getting this one color, which is red. If I click another color, let's say blue, we're going to see them both at the same time fade between red and blue. This is the WMX1 sending out different information to both of these lights so that they work together. That's how this is working. Both color effects. If I turn off the color effect on these lights here, you can see the effect's still going on the first set of both lights, and then the APE lights over here are doing just their standard color, which is pink. So that's how you get these to work. I'm going to add color effects on both. Now they're doing the same colors. Last thing we need to do is go edit our presets so that these are working. And by presets, I actually mean the live edit controls. So what we want to happen is when we hit candlelight, all of our lights go to candlelight. And right now, because we've only programmed the both lights, then only those lights go to candlelight and the other ones are still doing what they were. So let's edit that. So we're going to hit Shift, click. All right, and now it says that both RF4s, see that little dot in the corner? It means we're affecting those lights. But we want to affect the APE Light Maxi as well. So we're going to go to APE Light Maxi. I'm going to hit Edit, and we are going to set those RGB values. So I'm going to default by setting them all to, I'm going to set them all to 0 to start. That way we're going to get all of these controls to stop. So now I'm just going to try to match these colors to each other. So I'm going to go to red, and remember, I don't have an amber. So I kind of have to do this without all the same tools I did on the other ones. Actually want to go here and affect them. And I'm going to get close. I might not be spot on, but this is going to be close. All right, I'm going to say that that's pretty close. That these are doing a candlelight and these are doing a candlelight. This one I'm only using red and green. I'm not using the blue or the white, but I have them set to 0. Whereas these ones, I'm using the red, the green, the blue, and the amber to create this color. So I'm good. I like that. I'm going to hit save. And now every time I click candlelight, both lights, even though they're two different types of lights, are going to go to the exact same candlelight color. And so that's how we've done it. We're done programming. It's simple. Again, the WMX1, I've been preaching this, is awesome. Once you understand and know how to do all the things of it, you can do a lot. Not nearly as good as the higher end software and the bigger controllers to an extent, but it can do so much. And I'll make another video on exactly how I use it with movers, which you've seen me do in the past. So for quote unquote smaller gigs, like maybe some weddings and things that don't need like super fine detail control, where maybe I'm not individually programming every single mover and uplight and things like that, maybe under 100 fixtures, right? I'll probably go to the WMX1. It's great and simple. For giant over-the-top things with video and lighting and all these other things, I'll go with Mad Mapper. So WMX1 is awesome. 2 different lights programmed to both A and B. Again, we turn off our candlelight and we can do different colors, right, on different types of lights, but we can also turn our color effect on and have them do the exact same thing. So that's how you use the WMX1 with 2 different types of uplights that are becoming more popular now, and hopefully that helps. Thanks.